for the most part, my phone brings me 0 sense of peace. I love my phone. My phone helps me. It runs my business. It does like everything for me. But I feel like so many people are a slave to their phone. Cheers.
Cheers.
And then test. Good. Very nice.
A little bit sweeter today.
It is a little sweeter. It's a little lighter in color. So
it is. Yeah, I did a little more milk.
A little more milk. I like it. I actually already had coffee today, so I'm gonna be
You're gonna be buzzing.
Yes, but I
did you make coffee at home today?
I did. I usually no, that's not true. Sometimes I love to go out for coffee all the time.
It depends. Yeah. But you also like making your own.
I do. Well, I have the
French press?
No.
Oh,
I have that.
Nespresso too.
I have my Nespresso machine.
You've been on your Nespresso kick. I haven't gotten one yet.
For spring. Are you gonna get one? Is it on your registry?
Oh. No. We like our like little coffee maker. Like it's so basic, but it's like.
I do feel like you are further today, but it's fine.
You feel like what? I am further.
Are you further? No.
I know it's like as close as it can be though.
No, it's
like,
fine. Sit on the table, Maggie.
Just like Drew Barrymore, like just right in front of you, kneeling.
Come right here and let's
Tell
talk
me about
like
your
this.
childhood trauma. Stare into my eyes.
Okay, but we are recording, we're filming, we're ready to go.
Yes.
I'm Izzy.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are your co-host of the Long Game Podcast. Yay!
Yay. It's still so much fun to say.
Yeah, it is. And so everyone can know, we can cut this for a short for everyone. We are live. You can listen to our episodes. It was originally my podcast that I had just done solo, and then we decided to go in on it together. So it's not like wait for a launch or anything like that. It's all out there.
It's going, yeah.
And you can find an original Maggie and Izzy podcast from over a year ago.
Yes.
That we only did one, and it was awesome.
It was so much fun.
We were also drinking tequila, I think.
And we had a little cocktail. It wasn't even a margarita, it was just like a tequila soda.
Yeah, tequila soda with some lime, and we didn't hook up the mic, so the sound is really bad.
Yeah.
But it was hilarious.
Yeah.
It did really well.
Yeah.
Got like a couple thousand for us, right? Okay, for me right then, I was like, this is insane. A couple thousand people. That was good.
No, it was. Yeah,
So-
some of those YouTube shorts were super fun. We talked about being homeschooled.
Homeschooled. Everyone likes to hear about that, I feel like. It's also, homeschooling is making a huge comeback right now, so.
There's so much, especially in Tennessee, like where we live.
I was already talking to my mom last night for my soccer recruitment program, and she was saying like they're homeschooled. She's a huge homeschool advocate and all the things, and I was like, I was homeschooled, so I get the vibe.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But we're not talking about homeschool today.
No.
Although I feel like we're always going to talk about it.
It's
like
just
every
somehow gonna
episode,
come
yeah.
up.
What is always gonna come? Probably God, homeschool. What's the other thing that I always bring up? I feel like there's something else that we always talk about. Oh, health
Health, of
products.
course.
And I didn't even ask you what was in this today.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's whole milk.
From
you
Costco.
can ask me every week and it's always going to be just the same thing. No, Costco whole milk and then the sugar-free vanilla almond and cinnamon.
Can we talk about Costco for a second? Because
Oh my
I got a
gosh.
Costco delivery today.
It's epic.
It's so good. And getting the delivery is life-changing.
It is. I tell so many people about it. I'm like, I don't go into Costco anymore. It's sometimes overwhelming. It's always overwhelming on the weekend because everyone's going. It's like, I don't do that. The only time we go into Costco is if we want to get chicken bakes.
Chicken bakes.
If we want
and a
their
Diet
food
Coke.
The only time.
Yeah. And if I go into Costco, I always get something that I didn't plan on getting because I see something fun.
It's true. I also do that.
Possibly multiple things that I
delivery,
plan.
though.
But if I do Instacart, then this episode is sponsored by Instacart. If I do Instacart, I stick to my plan. It's like the same things every single time. I know it works. I have it like it's perfect.
It is honestly harder to do like impulse buying on Instacart.
Yeah, because it's not like
I have to like seek out new things, but if it's right in front of me in store, it's
And I don't
it's a
think
different
Instacart
game.
has like this algorithm where it's like marketing to me all the things that I want. And it'll be
No.
like something like Doritos or like that little pop-up.
Yeah,
I'm like,
and
I
it
don't
typically just
eat
recommends
that.
the things you've already bought.
Yeah,
It's just like,
buy
yeah,
again.
that's what I need.
Buy again. whole milk, eggs,
24
Greek
eggs.
yogurt. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a move. So shout out to Costco. Shout out to Instacart.
Nice. What did you get in your Instacart order today?
Well, I got some very exciting things for Saturday.
Ooh.
Her bachelorette party and her bridal shower. We're doing a 2-for-1, a little twofer.
I am very excited.
I'm really excited. It's gonna be awesome. I should do a vlog on it. That'd be awesome.
You should.
I should totally do a vlog.
Heck yeah.
Should we do that?
Do it.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Yeah, I'll just have everyone kind of help get some shots. Cindy would help.
That'd be so fun.
Cindy, if you're listening, we love you. She would totally help.
You're the best.
I'm like, I need you to just follow us, record what I'm doing all day long.
Yes, that'd be so fun.
Actually, I will totally do a vlog. I'm gonna do that.
Nice. I'm also Instacarting for Matthew's bachelor party. I'm just like bunch of food.
Boom.
Everything.
Yeah,
Just
I know.
what
It's
we
like, and that's the thing. I was thinking about that. I was like, okay, like, really, I can't go to a grocery store and like go and shop. But when your priorities are elsewhere and you're thinking about, well, you don't want to get distracted and buy stuff that you don't need. And then you also want to spend more like quality time with people, or you want to go to the gym or whatever. I'm like, no problem. I'll do it. Instacart.
100%. Yeah, I think it's very worth it. Especially like, yeah, I mean, you could, but you have a million other things to do as well.
Now, Trader Joe's, I will go into.
That's an experience.
It's an event.
Yes.
It's like, you lit up when I said it. Like, can we zoom in on her face? Trader Joe's. She's like,
I love it. It's like, I want to impulse buy. Like, show me what I should get. Like, I don't really go in to Trader Joe's with the grocery list.
Oh, no, I don't either.
Have
no.
my wish list. I have, like, I hope they have this. And then I just want to be led.
Yeah.
Like,
and I don't restrict myself.
No.
I went in there, like, just whatever. Saw it? Yeah. Give me 2 of them.
Yes.
2.
Yes.
Mozzarella cheese sticks.
Yeah.
2 bags. Done. Chicken fried rice. 2 bags. Done.
Nice.
No problem. Who is she?
Who is she?
Flowers. Let's go. 3 bottles of wine. Done. No problem. Also, their wine is it's like $5.
Yeah.
It's good. I have a good taste in wine.
It's great. It's so good.
Okay, yeah, Maggie and I actually really drank wine, I would say, at a like more cultured level because we knew someone who was big into wine. They had a subscription to like an expensive box that they would get and like show like, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
And so we had nicer wine when we first started drinking,
younger,
like at like a younger age, like right at like 21, or 22, no, 21,
yeah.
21, nice wine. And you're able to find like, if you just find what you like, I know I do not like Chardonnay.
Really? I didn't know
can't
that.
Stand Chardonnay. Mitchell literally knows that. He's like, as long as it's not Chardonnay and it's white, she'll be fine. Yeah, I don't like Chardonnay. So I've just found like the specific types that I like.
Okay.
Pinot, Sauv Blanc, if I'm doing white.
Yeah, yeah.
Red, also love Pinot.
Yeah, I feel like I always go for a Pinot if it's white.
Yep.
Like, that is always a safe choice.
It's always good.
Yeah.
Chardonnay?
Chardonnay, yeah, I don't know. I don't have feelings about it. Like, I got it for our wedding, too, because I was like, I feel like a lot of people do like Chardonnay.
A lot of people do like
Chardonnay.
Chardonnay.
The buttery, you know, flavor of it, whatever texture, but
most people like Chardonnay. Also, Costco, I think, has those big Chardonnay. Yeah, I know exactly. And that, through bartending, I realized I don't... You're allowed to drink while you bartend, okay? You have to... I was realizing I'm really just like... just a little taste. But I realized, I was like, I do not like Chardonnay. But it's what most, like, women, I feel like, order middle-aged women.
True,
as a bartender, that's what I saw.
Yeah,
like that's what I saw.
lot.
That to be like, do you have a Chardonnay? I'd be like, yeah, you know. And then I was like, oh,
disgusting. I do, but why? You just pour them a glass of Pinot. You're like,
trust me.
Want this.
Trust me. Yeah, not that it's a bad thing. It's just not my fave.
Yeah.
So, point is, Trader Joe's has good wine, good snacks.
Yes.
I just got so many fun things. The goat cheese, the blueberry goat cheese.
Oh, they do have that there. Their dark chocolate peanut butter cups.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
not had for a while. I used to have those on deck.
Yeah, satiating. Boom.
yes.
You need dessert, have 2 of those.
Exactly.
What's equally satiating, I feel like, is just dates with peanut butter.
Yes, I have
And I
not
got dates
been
from there.
on a date kick for a while.
And you were a big date person.
I was.
I feel like you're the person who got me on dates.
Yeah, and I fell out of it. I feel like I just haven't found good medjool dates. I think you can find them
medjool?
Like Whole Foods. They're the ones you have. The other ones are the Deglet dates, and they're like smaller and drier.
Oh no, I don't like those.
You know those ones? Yeah,
that's
those
like a
ones
raisin.
I don't like.
No.
Those ones are like a more like mainstream, like Kroger like probably has Deglet dates.
Yeah. These ones are like
the
they're like
medjool
that
dates
big.
Are hefty.
Yeah,
and they oftentimes
hefty
have
boys.
like they're hefty boys. They have like the pit in them too. Those ones are my favorite. Yeah,
I got pitted. I got
butter.
no pits.
Yeah, that's the easier way to go for sure.
Lazy.
A little bit of peanut butter and then like a little bit of chocolate. Or just
what are those Snicker bar things that you made?
They're like the healthy Snickers. So you just it's so easy. It's just peanut butter inside, and then I usually like to freeze them. And then you just like coat them in chocolate.
Those are so good.
Amazing.
Those are so good. Yeah, I was telling Mitchell that because we went on a picnic the other day. I brought dates, and he was like, "Oh, that's gross." I was like, "No, try it." And then he tried it, and then he ended up eating all of them.
They're
but
so sweet.
This is what upset me is he said that they're like big raisins, and I was like, "No, they're not.
No.
Raisins are gross because the raisins are supposed to be two things, grapes or wine, you know? And a date is literally just how you eat a date. Like, that's how you get a
raisins
date.
are very dry. They're just shriveled up little...
And they're like...
creepies.
I never liked... Do you like raisins?
I don't mind eating them, but it's like not a snack.
Doesn't Matthew not like them? Because didn't we talk about trail mix one time and he was like...
I feel like we talked about raisins one time specifically because it was like, guess the word.
It was in a game and he was like something that was in the pantry and he was like, raisins. And he's like, well, it was in the granola or the trail mix. But like, that is not fair. You like, and still.
It was a huge debate.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't really know. I don't feel like mine's them, but we never have them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, let's segue into our topic for today.
Yes.
We're going to talk about habits and routines, basically. And yeah, we can kind of start with just like ones that we've had, ones that we've phased out of or like phased into, and
ones that maybe we want
that we want. Yeah, that we want to do more of. And we can start. I was thinking we could just start with like morning like routine. Yeah. Let's start with yours.
I love your morning routine. I was gonna say because yours is just so ideal.
I love my morning routine so much. Thank you, Jesus. I love my morning.
Yours
routine.
goes hard.
It does go. Yeah.
It's crucial for you, I would say. Anyway, my morning routine, I feel like is much more basic. Like, I get up, I like to get ready in the morning. Yeah. I mean, I work from home, so I'll stay in my pajamas sometimes. Yeah.
But you do, like, you look good.
I like to like, feel good. Yeah, especially if I'm going to an office and I don't like do my makeup and whatever. So I'll get ready. And then I need to get back into this. I usually have time to like journal and or read my Bible. I really like to journal in the morning. And I haven't done that as much lately because sometimes I fall asleep in and then I feel like I need to go straight into work. Yeah. But it's just like, it's just the mental battle of just being like, no, just spend like 10 minutes doing this. That is not
even 5 minutes.
The end of the world.
Yeah, journaling does not take long.
Journaling. Yeah. Whatever it is. So anyway, I usually like to do that. And then I get into work and I'll work for a few hours and breakfast is usually
later, right? Or
I don't dive right into it unless I have like yogurt and granola or something and then I'll have that because it's quick and easy. Otherwise it's later. It's like 10 or 11 for me. Yeah. Which I know you're supposed to like eat earlier or whatever, like eat sooner when you wake up, but I just don't. I eat when I'm hungry. Yeah. So I'll do that. And
I can't eat right when I wake up either.
Yeah, I never want to.
That's why I just do the collagen peptides in my.
Yeah,
that's how I
get something. Yep. That's great. I never have coffee right away in the morning.
I don't have it with my coffee.
Yeah,
I have it with my tea.
Yeah.
So.
But I feel like that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really do for my morning routine. I feel like it's pretty straightforward. I don't like to wake up super early, but
you can't sleep in past like I feel like 8 even is like you're like
typically not.
It's like 7:30. You're like
super late.
You're up.
Yeah, for work I'm usually up by like 7:30. Yeah, and then I have time to like get ready. I like to get ready in the morning and like not be rushed.
Not be rushed.
Doing that. So, because I never liked.
Because I remember when there were times we would have to be out of the house early. You'd be like, "This is a clear picture of us. Like if we needed to be in the car at 8, I'll be like, okay, so I'll set my alarm for like 8:50, and you'd be like, all right.
7:50?
Yeah, you'll be like, I need to be up an hour before so I can like, oh yeah,
literally,
yeah, 7, yeah. And then you'd be like the hour before or whatever to do it, and I'm like, I need to sleep as long as possible.
You are, yeah. I like to be up early and make sure I'm like ready for everything.
Yeah.
And that's just because I don't want to be rushed.
Yeah.
But you need your sleep.
I do not like being rushed either. But once I have a routine, like even when I did have to get up super early for like soccer, I would still be up early. I would still need to do my things. Still need to journal, still need to read my Bible, still need to like, I would like heat my knee. I had all the things. I don't feel good if I don't have like my basically like wins. You basically like win. I feel like I set my day up for like a little win.
I love that.
Like right in the morning, like I just had 4 wins, you know?
Yes.
Even
if
it's
I feel like people, isn't there a saying like win the morning, win the day? Like, you start off,
yeah. No, for real. Yeah. So we'll talk about mine now.
Yes.
So I do not wake up to an alarm usually. If I do, I don't bring my phone in my bedroom at all.
So bougie.
So
I just don't wake up to an alarm. I have someone that I've hired to like come wake me.
They awaken me. It's Maggie, actually. That's part of her job.
Drive over every morning, just a gentle
nudge.
You know, good morning,
She is the most gentle waker upper of all time. It's like
I hate waking
she's like,
people up. Yeah. If I need to, I'm like sweating. I'm like.
You've also had weird experiences with waking me up, or you've seen like my family members get woken up, and it's like
my dad was never a good waker upper either.
Yeah, so you're just like,
so yeah, I'm like, I don't want to get hit. I don't want to get like flailing arms, you know? It's like a gas. It just stresses me out so much. So.
But we did so many sleepovers together.
We did,
like, once we got older. Yeah, and you would just stay where you were. You could have been awake for like 2 hours and you would just not.
And then you wake up like, oh, good morning.
Yeah. Now I'm realizing that I always thought you were just waking up at the same time as me, but really you were
because I could never sleep in. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah, you never have.
No, like I start like feeling unwell if I sleep in too much. Like my stomach starts hurting.
Yes, I think people are that way though, because I think I told you that. I was like, I realize that if I get up super early, I legitimately feel sick. Like I feel unwell.
Yeah, you were just telling me that recently.
Yes, I was like, and I heard someone else say it, and I literally, it was someone from Girls Gone Bible, and she was like, if I get up super early, I literally feel sick.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was like, someone else feels that way. Me. Yeah. So
anyway, sorry.
No, it's fine.
Wake up to no alarm.
Or if I do, it's just like the Google Home thing because I sleep with rain noise on, and then.
Have you ever tried the light alarm? Is that what you do or no?
I did want to try that, but like it doesn't. I mean, I usually just like wake up.
Yeah.
know?
Okay. I don't want to get up.
I wake up. Yeah. Usually the sun comes in through my window, which is nice.
Yeah.
And then I usually cover my eyes and sleep for longer. But I usually get up around like 6:30, go to the bathroom, come back, and I sleep for about 2 more hours.
Yeah.
So I'll literally sleep between like all the way to like 8:30, 8 to 8:30.
Okay, nice.
And then I do not rush out of bed.
Okay.
I lay in bed. I lay there until I feel like I want to get up so bad. I want to no, for real, because then I'm excited. I get excited. I'm like, I gotta drink my water. I gotta have my tea. I gotta see my dog. So I make myself stay like a little bit longer than I want to, which is like sounds weird, but like I don't have have my phone there. I don't have anything. I'm literally just like laying there, and I mean if Mitchell's with me, then we like sometimes we'll end up like talking, or if we lay there long enough.
Yeah.
And then it's like okay, and then I get up, and I'm like woo, and then I dunk my face in a bowl of ice water pretty much every single morning.
Nice.
I feed my dog. I make my tea with my collagen peptides. I do a stretch in the doorway now. I've been doing this for like 2.5 months every single morning. A very specific stretch.
What is it for? Is it for your shoulders?
Just to like, I feel like it opens me up.
Like posture.
Yeah, and I feel like if I don't do it, I don't feel as good. I feel more like this all day. And so I just like that. And then if there's anything to clean, I clean first. Like, just a little sweep or a little counter thing. And then I just get my Bible.
Nice.
And it's like, and those things, it's like the ice water, the stretch, making my tea, clean anything if I need to, and then I'm like, I feel great.
And then like what time, like from getting up around 8:30 to then, like how long does that take usually?
Well, it depends. So sometimes I have student calls right in the morning, like I have them like right at 9, 9:30, and 10, and then I'll do those first, and then because I don't want to rush my Bible time or rush anything. So, but that's only like 2 mornings a week. And max, I'm done. I'm typically done with that by like 9:45. Okay. With the student calls. And then, honestly, I don't even know because I don't.
It doesn't seem like it would take that long though.
No, it doesn't. Like my 4 little things that I do takes like probably 10 minutes. Nice. But it feels like I just got something done, you know? And then I have my time and I read my Bible and then I do the rest of my day, so.
Nice. I did the ice dunking for a few months and then just like got out of the habit of doing it, but I did really like it in the morning.
I really like it.
Woke me up.
It really wakes me up. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And then after I do that, like if I go for a walk or I have other meetings, then I have my coffee. Nice. I pretty much now, we go through phases with coffee. Like, I'm back on a kick where I'm having my coffee every day.
I like it.
But then I'll like skip it and then I like won't do it. Right. But now I've been like, no, I love my coffee.
Especially as we're getting into iced coffee season. That's just exciting.
Yeah, fun little coughs. Yeah. So, but over like that morning routine, I've only stepped into that morning routine like the past year. Okay. Probably, and because I don't get up early anymore. Right. Which has been like
a game changer.
Yeah, for me, I'm literally my life is 30% better overall if I like don't have to get up super early.
Yeah, you need your sleep.
I do, yeah.
And how much sleep do you think you get a night?
About like 10 hours.
10 hours.
Yeah.
I figured. Yeah.
I was like, I'm like a 10-hour, and I can do more. Like I can
go for long.
I can. Yeah, no, like literally, like.
Do you want to?
I can do. Well, you've known times where
I'll sleeping vlog.
I'll have like.
Come sleep with me.
I've done like 14-hour sleep sessions.
Nice.
Like if I've had an event too, like I'm tired. Like when I got back from my bachelorette.
Oh yeah, you slept a bunch.
I went to bed. We got back that evening like at 6. I went to bed from 6 to 10, woke up 8, went back to sleep, woke up the next morning at 10.
Wow.
So I was like, what, 14 hours? Yeah. It was a lot of hours.
16.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
Literally
16 hours. I can do that. But I used to be like, that's how I was as a kid. And even in high school, I would just go so hard, get tired, and I would sleep for like 18 hours straight.
Yep, I remember that. Yeah.
And my parents would be like, we haven't seen Izzy for like where is she? And they'd be like, we just find you sleeping, and you've been sleeping for like, that's just how I am. Now that I don't fight that, I just try and like go with that, my life is better.
It's so much better for you. I feel like I just aim for 8 hours, and like if I get 7 hours, I'm still good, but if it's less than that, that's when I start like feeling it.
Less than 7?
Yeah.
That's still not like a hot, and people are different.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, that is, so you're saying like if you're like in the 6 range, you're not good. You have to be at minimum 7.
Yeah, I feel like if I'm in the 6 range, that's when I start feeling like, oh, I need a nap during the day.
Yes, you do good with naps though.
I do like my naps, although I've been doing less of them. I think especially like.
You've been busy.
Since I started my job, I feel like I'm just more on, like this latest one. I just feel like I'm more on, which is like a good thing. Like I like it. And so I don't nap as often. Matthew could nap.
Mitchell
regardless of how much sleep he gets, he can nap for another 2 hours. Like, he could just keep napping, and it's like, no.
I rarely nap. But it is like, everyone says it's like a superpower, like to be able to nap.
To be able to nap,
yeah. Even if it's just like a 15-minute, like, whatever, and then you get the refresh, but I'm not a nap. I think once I'm up, and that's the thing too, like once I'm awake, I just have it later than you. But once I'm awake, it's like, that is it. I am awake.
Yeah.
And I want to seize my day. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, and I have been struggling more lately to fall asleep, like napping to fall asleep, because
you're thinking about more things.
I'm on. And then if I wake up from my nap and I like check my phone or anything, I'm like, it's over.
Yeah.
Like, I'm awake, I'm on.
Yeah. Oh, that is a key thing for me in my morning.
Yeah.
No phone. Like, I didn't. What?
No, I was just thinking I'm the opposite. I'm like, check my phone, let's see my messages, let's see my emails, and then I'll like get ready. It's so bad.
And that's not what a lot of people do. And like, I've had times where like I've done it, but now I was doing it a little bit when, like, as Mitchell was transitioning to firefighting, because when he didn't sleep, I wanted to like text him through the night if something came up, or I don't know, like, just to know I could still talk to him. But now I'm even done with that. I'm like, it's done, because it makes me sick. Like, even today, so I saw your message. I don't know what time I liked it or whatever you said.
Yeah, because I sent it late last night. I'm sure you were already in bed.
Yeah, I didn't even see that this morning until like, I don't know, 11 till I looked at my phone.
Yeah, I honestly never expect it that early. Like, if I send something late, I don't, or something early, it's like, I know you'll get back to it like 10, 11.
Yeah, and I didn't even want to go on my phone. That I told Mitchell, just because I was like, I felt, phone is work for me. A lot of it is work, or I go to it for like bad reasons, like to distract myself when I have nothing to do. Like, I did it last night while Mitchell was working. I was like, why am I doing this to myself? I hate this. I hate the way I feel if I scroll or like anything like that. So that's why I'm pretty like, I'm way better at having nothing to do with it in the morning than I am at night.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Because it's just a distraction. But you don't look at it at all until after your 4 things are done?
Oh yeah, and usually after I've had my Bible and everything.
Okay.
Like, I try and go literally as long as possible. If there's something or someone I need to communicate to, I literally like say it out loud. I'm like, the one thing I'm doing right now is looking at this message with this one person. I'm responding and I'm flipping it back over. I will not check a single thing.
Nice.
Because I feel like that's where people mess up. Like, and that's where I mess up. I do it casually, and then it's like, ooh, and this notification, and this email, that made me think about that. I gotta reach out to them. And then I'm just multitasking a bunch of things, and I feel like crap.
Yeah.
And then I start my day feeling out of control, and I'm like, I can't do that. But I think one of the reasons I also am more at night is because that's when like I get more messages from like clients and stuff.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and so like I try and respond, but really I just need to have better boundaries and be like, I don't do this after this amount of time. But
yeah, I found that recently. I was at the gym with Matthew, and I had just like posted something. Yeah. And I don't usually post, and so I was seeing like so many comments coming.
Yeah, just like everyone's reaching out.
It's like a lot of likes and stuff. No, but I was getting like Instagram notifications. Yeah. And I don't know what Matthew said, but I was like, no, you're right. And so I like just put it on silent, and I was like, I'm not gonna look at it for the rest of the time we're at the gym. Like, this is just silly. But it's like every time I got a notification, I was just like, oh, I'll just check it. Yeah. And then I'm picking up my phone constantly.
It's terrible.
And I'm like, this is so silly. So
it's the worst feeling. It makes you feel like, I've just started to tap into that. It doesn't feel good to react, because we're constantly getting pulled out of the present moment. Yeah. And so it's so unpeaceful. And like, I've started to really realize that about my phone. For the most part, my phone brings me 0 sense of peace. Like, actually, it doesn't bring me peace, because it takes me out of the present. It makes me think about like all the other things. Yeah. I love my phone. My phone helps me. It runs my business. It does like everything for me. Like, but it's also like, I feel like so many people are a slave to their phone, you know?
Agreed.
And don't like.
And I think also like, as an entrepreneur and like as a visionary as you are, I saw Alex Hormozy talk about that, and he was like, if you are an entrepreneur or a visionary or whatever, a business owner, like, you need to have dedicated time, like a week, a day, whatever, like no phones, delete Slack, nothing. Like, you need to be able to see big picture. And you
really,
can't
I want to hear
you're
that.
Being pulled away. Yeah, I don't remember if it was like a short or a written post or something, but that's exactly what he was saying. Like, that's how important it is as a visionary.
Yes, I believe
to have
that.
Time.
It's basically going to like, time to be bored. Was I talking to you about this?
I know we've talked about it before, yeah.
Boredom, I think, is so important. And we live in a society where we're never bored. You're bored, you don't have a conversation, nothing, you grab your phone, boom. Or your TV on, or it's the TV and the phone. Can you give yourself opportunity to be bored? Because when you're bored and you're sitting there in the moment, that is when you actually get to like think through things in your life before you just like react to them. Because if you're bored in the moment, you pick up your phone, you think about one thing, you're never going to think it all the way through, because by the time you were halfway through it, it led to something else and you got a different notification that took you like somewhere else. It's like an actual distraction constantly from the present moment. But that was like when I was in nature yesterday, I went out for like a long time, and like I had my phone with me because I don't want to be alone without my phone for safety reasons, but I wasn't on it at all. I was just there and just like let myself like think and sit. And I just don't think that like we do that enough as a society.
No, I've noticed like little things. Like I sit down to eat like a bowl of cereal in the morning, and if I don't have my phone, like I feel myself go, oh, I should go check this, or like I should go write this down.
I know.
And I was like, that's insane. Like I can't have 3 minutes of just being by myself without feeling the tug. I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
No, it's actually insane. I'm glad you're thinking about it though.
No, I'm becoming more aware, and I feel like it's so easy to be like, well, it's for productive reasons. Like I'm gonna go make a to-do list, or I'm gonna go, you know, make sure I don't forget it. But it's like at a certain point, having bored time, like having quiet time with nothing is more important.
100%. And that's why I think one thing though that I do really love about like our friendship, and then when, you know, us and our guys hang out, we never have our phones out. Like that's a really rare thing. If we do, which I think is really good, but it's just like, why can't I be that way when I'm hanging out with myself?
That's really true.
You know, why do I only like respect this time when I'm with other people versus being like, no, I'm going to be alone by myself and not turn on the TV and not like, it's crazy. I was like realizing how like we're so like, you know, it's crazy. But that's why the habit of not having it in the morning for literally as long as possible. And if you do need to get on there for one thing that's like actually legitimate, say it out loud. The only reason I'm going on here right now is because I'm going to check and confirm like this meetup with this person, or confirm I don't have any meetings, and then the phone's down. And that helps a lot.
I like that a lot. That's awesome. Like holding yourself accountable.
And then Sundays, I'm also trying to just be like, no phone until even like after church.
I like that.
Cut it out until after church, which gets me to like, sometimes I do church and gym, so it'll get me to like 2 in the afternoon. That's which is good.
I saw a post and it said that we pick up our phones on average like 4 to 6 minutes a day, or every 4 to 6 minutes a day.
I'm not surprised.
Like,
it's so embarrassing.
Gosh.
It
really is. It's embarrassing. It's like, what are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm going. That's the other question. Am I going on here to react to something?
You've talked about
or
that
am
a
I
lot.
going on my phone for an intention? Do I have a specific intention? Or am I just like, oh, I'm just gonna wait until like, and I've started to recognize this in myself. Even it's like if I pull into my driveway or whatever and I pull my phone out for a second, like I just got home, that time is for me to like sit, chill, transition into my house, and I'll sit instead, pull out my phone and be like, let's look, what's there to react to? Is it like messages from work? Is it clients? Or is it like me just going on Instagram being like, oh, until like something's hit my brain, like, oh, I got that little like dopamine, I got that little thing, now I'm good to like go. It's like shocking when you start watching yourself. I'm like, oh, I hate this. So I don't know. Honestly, it's hard to have the boundaries though.
It is.
That's why I want a second phone though.
Just like a work phone, strictly.
And then I think like, I don't know, like my other phone would just be like a little like flip phone or something that doesn't have, or just don't have any of the apps on it, I guess. But it's so crazy because even I'm bouncing around because I've done this no social media for like years. You know that. Didn't have Facebook, didn't have Instagram, didn't have anything. didn't have Snapchat, nothing. You still get sucked into like Pinterest and like
there's always
something. And I would be like, why am I going on
LinkedIn
Pinterest all the time? Like, I do not need to be doing this. And it's like, it's like the little screens. I'm like, I don't know. I think I want to. Mitchell's just now switching to a flip phone.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm like, maybe I should do that too, honestly.
I feel like people are starting to be more aware.
Yeah, but even if you're aware, it's still like, I'm super aware of it. I feel like you're super aware of it. It doesn't mean that we...
Yeah, it's just the first step.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, it's just...
See, I pick up my coffee every time you pick up your coffee.
Yeah. What's the other thing I was talking about? Like, I'm big on plans, systems to set me up for success. So, like, if I don't have a system with something, it's like, fail to plan, plan to fail. And so I think about that. If I'm just like, oh, I just want to be on my phone less, I've done nothing. Like, that's not, it's barely, maybe I get me a couple minutes down a day versus like, this is the boundary.
More specific.
I'm talking myself into the boundary at nighttime because I feel like you're better at the nighttime routine, right? Or like,
yeah, I don't like to be on my phone as much at night. I really like to read at night.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because I know that I stay awake longer if I scroll.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be staring at my phone anyway. Like, I won't sleep as well. So
yeah, I just need to be more disciplined because like when Mitchell's around, it's not a problem, but when he's at work, it is more of a problem.
Yeah, and now you're in that new routine of him being
exactly. So I'm like, I need to set better boundaries.
Yeah.
I was watching House of David though. I watched 3 episodes last night.
I've heard such
good. It's so good.
We need to watch
I think they only have 1 season though, right? Or like, what is it?
I'm not sure. I haven't
super sad if they only have 1 season because...
But with everything good I'm hearing about it, I'm sure there'll be more. Unless
there better be. What am I going to do?
What am I going to watch?
Yeah. No, it's literally
on my phone.
Good. Yeah. Okay. So, habits and routines with phones.
Yes.
Not super structured at the moment. Like, I am in the morning and on Sundays. Other than that, like...
Yeah, I mean, same, and probably even less of structure just because I do work so much on my phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, nighttime, definitely try to cut back on it and read more.
Yeah.
And I sleep better because of it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because your mind is like wired to it. Yeah. No, I'm inspired now. I'm encouraged. I'm going to be even less on my phone. Just be in the real, like, actual moment because I was thinking about that when I was in nature. I was like, man, like, I could just be like the hours go by so fast if you're on your phone.
Yes.
I feel like sometimes when you're outside and you're just like in nature, you can feel like you're there for like days and it's been like an hour or two.
That's so true.
It's really special, I feel like, because it doesn't seem that way when you're on your phone.
Yeah, it's like the opposite.
Like if you pull out your phone, it's like 5 hours of screen time.
All of a sudden,
What? Where was I able to get 5 hours to look at stuff? That's insane. And it's really because I'm constantly pulling myself out of the present moment to get those hours. Obviously there's work that needs to be done and like stuff moves fast. But I think if you were like, man, I spent 5 hours outside in nature, like what is the difference? You're gonna be like, I was outside all day. I spent the entire day outside. Like that was my full, and then you're like, you feel better. I need to work on the phone stuff.
It's true, probably a little bit. Okay, so we talked about our morning routines, some of our habits. Are there any other major habits that you have like on a daily basis?
Yeah, I mean, I try, like, I'm big on, obviously, exercise. That's it. Yeah. That's a huge thing. Exercise or walking. Movement of some sort. Yeah. Is really important. I've been able to release a lot of and we were talking about this, I think the other day, a lot of the like, pressure around like constantly working out. And instead of just like realizing like the difference between working out 1 day a week and working out 4 days a week is super big, right? There's a huge difference in that. But the difference between after 4 days a week, it's super small.
Pretty minimal.
It's like nothing. And there's no difference between 6 and 7 days a week.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't need to do that every single day. Can I just be active? Because I feel good being active. And I've been stepping into that, and I feel like a lot of freedom from that.
I do too. I feel like, maybe I've been learning that from you too, because I feel like we've talked about it, but just not feeling like I need to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, I did my walking pad, and then I knew I was doing a lot of cleaning.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's going to be my movement for the day, and I feel great about it.
Yep.
Like, I don't feel stressed
lifestyle.
about not going to the gym. And it's like, it is very important to me, and I know to you too, to like lift weights.
Yes, to build muscle. Yes.
Build strength training, but it doesn't have to be like 5 or 6 days a week.
But to even maintain your strength levels in one area, you only need to do it 1 day a week.
How interesting.
Just to maintain. That's you're not going to grow that way.
Yeah.
You need at least 2 to grow. But if you just did one leg workout, one good leg lift, one good upper body, like push pull, you would maintain.
Yeah.
As long as it was good. And so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to maintain this week.
Right.
I like, that's my new thought process. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to get a great leg day, great upper body day. The rest of it, like, you know, I'll go on my hikes or do my ball work or go on my walks or whatever. And then you end up doing so much more than you like think you're doing, I feel like.
Yeah. I feel like especially you. Yeah.
I coach. Yeah.
You move a lot.
Yeah. I'm out there on the field with my students or on a hike or with the dog. Like you're doing more than you think, I feel like. That's what Michelle always tells me.
I agree. Yeah.
He's like, you're doing a lot.
So. But it is so nice to not feel like I need to work out in the gym 6 days a week.
Yeah. Especially once it starts to get nice out.
Yes.
I don't care as much.
But we just go for walks.
Yeah. Yeah. Stay active. So that's an important habit or whatever, but I'm so much less restricted.
Nice.
I feel less restriction around it, if that makes sense.
Just movement.
Yeah. So, yeah. What about you?
That habit. Something that I do every day. As far as habits go, like I feel like we cook every day. Like that's that's just kind of routine. Yeah. For us, but I do like that we cook so much.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Rather than like we don't do fast food or.
We had steak last night. Me and Maggie. Well, the men were at the fire station.
You cooked for me. It was so fun. I don't know what other routines. Matthew and I have been reading together in the evenings when he's not at work.
That's so awesome. I love that you guys do that.
And that's been really great. Just great conversations, great tape letters. Super good. Or the Bible. We've been going through Proverbs, so like one of the two. Yeah. But it's nice to have that time in the evening. But yeah, besides that, like it's just work. It's like, you know, business as usual.
Just the normal things. And it doesn't have to be. And that's the difference between like habits and routines. Like if you get your main couple things in, like done in the day, that's like, then we are supposed to just like live and enjoy our day. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's why the morning is important to me. Mm-hmm. Like if I spend time with the Lord and I've not just reacted on my phone all morning, had a good breakfast, like did that, I'm like, that's a good day.
Yeah.
I had a good day. Because like each day brings about its own worries, its own things that you have to like handle and get around and like think about and come up with a plan. So I don't need to like.
And how much better to start your day with the Lord and without your phone, without the distractions. Like that just sets you up for success. I love that.
It's so much more peaceful. Yeah. And I think that's why like it's so funny too, because like obviously Instagram is a big part of my life. It's where my business runs and like all the things, and it'll continue to be. But I've started to just like really start to realize like why I didn't have it for so long and why I just didn't even want to deal with it, because it's easier to cut it out than be disciplined with it.
Interesting. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can see that.
Like it's literally easier. It's like when you and I are doing some sort of like nutrition or like diet thing. Mm-hmm. It's like easier just be like, we're just not going to have sugar for 2 months.
Yeah. Just
at all.
Super
Boom.
Strict with it.
Yeah. It's done. That's it. Okay, now we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Versus be like, I'm just going to cut back. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know.
No, I agree. We had all the leftover brownies from the other night that I'd made. They were so good, and they were not super healthy. And I told Matthew, because he like has more self-discipline than I do when it comes to sweets. Like sweets are just like, they're tough for me. And I told him, I was like, throw them away. And then I was like, dump something else on top of them. Like, just make
put
sure
soap
that
on them.
they're like ruined and I can't touch them because I just don't even want them around. I'd rather, just like throw them
just
away.
Get it out.
Rather than be like, oh, I'll just have like half of one or something. Like, I just don't want it.
Yeah. That's how I feel about Instagram.
Yeah.
That's why I want a different phone. I want a phone that doesn't have anything. And it's like, you know, because I gotta figure that one out.
I feel like you've talked about having a different phone for a while.
I know.
You should try it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to. Yeah. And because then I was also thinking, then I can literally put that phone on my work desk. And so it's like it's like, I don't have a problem of like constantly like wanting to bring my laptop everywhere. You know, like I don't.
Right.
But I know I go to work when I go on my laptop.
Yeah.
So what if I had my phone and my laptop? That's like my working vibe, you know?
Yeah, that's your space. You know what you're doing.
Yes, and then it's like outside of that, it's like, what do you need to go on Instagram for? Mm-hmm. What do you need to do? What is there for you? Like you're gonna check your new follows or your new likes or like, I'm talking myself into this. I'm totally gonna Mitchell, we're gonna go get a new phone. Yeah. All right, so that's happening.
I think you should.
It's done. So we'll check in next week and I'll let you know if I actually got it.
We'll be recording on your flip phone.
I just be right here. That is the sad thing though, is like the pictures thing.
That's true.
I honestly do think about that though, is like, remember when I did have my little BlackBerry?
Yeah, I totally do. I remember all your old phones. Yeah.
Those are awesome. Yeah, because you had your iPod. Yeah, iPod Touch.
iPod Touch.
iPod Touch.
Pretty cool.
It was cool. She could like take actual pictures and text and have Instagram.
Yes.
But you were never like, at least while we were together, unless we were like, let's go on Instagram together.
Yeah, because
like,
I was your doorway to Instagram, so I feel like you were like, let's go, like check what's on there.
What's on there? There's nothing good on there.
Well, back then I feel like it was more wholesome. It was just like our
it was actual pictures,
uncurated photos.
Remember that soccer picture that we posted?
Like the ice bucket challenge. Oh my gosh, yeah.
The ice bucket challenge is going around right now.
I thought I saw it.
It is. No, it's going around. Like all my high school students are doing it right now.
That's so cute.
Yeah, it's super cute.
Yeah, that was a huge thing for a while. But yeah, our photos they were edited. We did a really cool black and white one.
So cool.
Pretty awesome.
I really wish we had that picture. We don't have it anymore, do we? Because I would totally put it up.
I know. I'd have to.
We were like had our jerseys to the back and we're like pointing at them or something.
Yeah.
And
we had
like a soccer
like street.
in the middle of the street.
It's just a neighborhood street.
And this is back when like you would post a picture and the way that people would like get followers is by searching a hashtag and just liking that hashtag. So a professional soccer player liked our picture. Do you remember this? And we were like, oh my gosh, a professional
I do vaguely. I feel like you knew who they were.
It was
I was like, I don't know.
It was just some MLS soccer player or whatever.
That's
like,
so funny.
He liked our picture. But it's
like,
really like, that was a tactic back then.
Yeah, the hashtags were super important.
Yeah. Do you use hashtags at all?
Lately I've been using less because, I mean, everyone will tell you, like, that's not how the algorithm works anymore. Yeah. Like, I mean, you can,
also
but
with like the AI search.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter. Like, the hashtag doesn't matter. It'll just pull up what's on your screen, what you said, or what's in your caption. So
I think captions still matter a lot. Like captions are even more important.
It's like SEO basically.
Yes, yeah, but hashtags are like not on that same level.
Yeah.
So build out your caption and make sure all those keywords are in there.
Yeah.
And then like 3 or 4 hashtags.
We should do a content episode. We won't do it now, but a content one, because Maggie, tell them about what you do.
Yeah, just social media management. So,
but she manages an account with like 1 million followers.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
so it's a big account for sure. And there's, I mean, some of it is still trial and error because it's so hard to figure out the algorithm completely. Yeah. But there are, you know, tried and true strategies that definitely work.
Yeah.
And one of those is like hashtags. And so some of the posts that we'll do will have like 15 to 20 hashtags. That was a big thing for a while. Like make sure you have a bunch.
Yep.
And then I've been testing more recently, like 4 to 6 hashtags.
Yeah.
And some of them are like the exact same every time, just to make sure, like, you know, it's like
you literally
the doctor's
have to
name,
test it.
like his handle, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah. We'll do an episode on that.
Yeah, that'd be
fun.
fun.
Drop it in the comments, guys. Let us know if that's what you want.
What do you want to know?
Yeah, good episode. I'm good. Are you good?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Awesome. Cheers.
Good vibes. Thank you for listening. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, I would greatly appreciate if you could share this episode with 5 people you think could benefit from the show. Also, please feel free to connect with me on Instagram at IzzyChinche or my website at izzychinche.com. Thank you so much for being you. Keep being a leader and making this world a better place.